What's up, Virgo? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. Helps out the channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. The info is in the description box of the video. In my sessions, guys, just like all my content on my reading and my readings on this channel, I infuse manifesting and mindset and the universal law of assumption. So I actually help you shift unconscious patterns and actually get your desires in your love life or in your situation, okay, with channeling, past, present, and potential future. So if you're interested in that, book a session. There is a wait for a reading with me, or if you can't get a hold of me, or if you want something more traditional, I have put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I've put the links to those in the description box as well. So let's get into it, Virgo. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome for the next couple of weeks. Tying into what I was saying earlier, this is just a check-in point into one version of you. The energy, your specific person that you, Virgo, have selected, are selecting and manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Your desires are meant for you. Circumstances don't matter. Everyone is you pushed out. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your focus, the version of Virgo that you're being, your dominant thoughts and assumptions about yourself and about said specific person, and everything will shift for you. You can have anything you want, guys. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, please look at my other content, and I like to sort of give tips as I go. Okay, Virgo, we've got 3 of Swords, so it's possible that, you know, there's either separation or there's some hurt feelings between you and this person. How are they feeling about you as we move through the next 2 weeks? I mean, that's also wanting to cooperate, so work through some kind of hurt. Some of you are separated because there's career that's playing into this, with the King of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. I was going to say, and I didn't, but there's something, maybe there could be like separation, not so much that you've broken up with this person, but separation due to like over water or distance, like work, travel or something like that, or career. The 6 of Swords in the reverse though is like a return, and this is also cooperation. I'm picking up a stable energy. This could be a person that's very career focused, or career is really playing into this. You know, if there's been disconnect for that, this is not moving away from the connection, this is a return. So if you're dealing, this is very specific, guys, so don't make it your reading if it's not your reading. If you're dealing with a person where there's travel, this could be returning from the travel. Some of you who met this person through your career or a work network, or you work with them literally, but this is, you know, probably about cooperation. And if there has been any kind of separation, it's working together, cooperating to move ahead. I mean, this is solid. Yeah, mutual cooperation, support, lots of pentacles, guys. So obviously your earth sign, you could be dealing with another earth sign. There also could be this real heavy focus on career. Some of you, there's been hurt feelings. You could either be in a commitment with this person or something very like exclusive and stable, working on something like next level. And there's been a lot of concern around, you know, being able to support. So finances playing into it, and work and career. Yeah, because we've got 10 of Swords is in the reverse. So some of you, like, there's been some hurt or some pain. I don't always take that 10 of Swords as so serious. Some people like to, other readers, right? I feel like this is like not wanting to move away from the connection, but this has been like a burdensome cycle. For some of you, 10 of Swords is like work and career. Like some of you, there's been a massive concern. Someone could have ended a job, gone through pain for that reason, now is feeling more stable. Both of you could be very career focused. Some of you also, you've had a row and there's been a bit of a painful energy between the two of you because of concerns about career and prioritizing career, money, etc. Let me see about this 6 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, okay, 7 of Swords with the Death card, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. So I'm really reading, Virgo, this is about not, you know, like not really wanting to move away from the connection, but definitely transforming something in the connection. Now, for some of you, I feel like the focus has been so much on maybe fears when it comes to finances and career, but coming to the end of that cycle and also ending, you know, with the Seven of Swords, this is like, I'm not even getting like a sneaky behavior or anything like that with that Seven of Swords. I really feel like this is just cooperating and getting on the same page, and certain things have been avoided. Like, for example, banding together and actually working on your Ten of Cups. Like, Ten of Cups is about, you know, your future. I mean, for some of you, this would be about like maybe conversations that haven't been had about like having children or how to achieve the goal, right? The Ten of Cups. I mean, this is soul connection. The Death card and the Seven of Swords, like there could be trust issues between the two of you, and I don't think they're founded. Like I said, the trust issues could be like, you know, are we on the same page? Can we achieve what we want to achieve together? Or some of you, if there's been travel for work, there could be some trust issues around, you know, that could be a dynamic you guys have. It may be unfounded, guys. You know, it could have caused some hurt between the two of you. Maybe you had a row. Like if someone's seemingly like unavailable, I don't even mean emotionally unavailable. I mean, Seven of Swords can be an avoidant kind of an energy, but I don't really think it's it. I think there's just been so much focus on like stability, okay? But the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups is like soul connection, career, relationship, potentially family. So again, why is there the Death card? Nine of Wands, yeah, and into like a guardedness and manifesting with the Empress card, manifesting nurturing of the connection, maybe trying to manifest children for some of you, like the future, expanding. And there's a wound there because maybe someone has been seemingly not addressing the issue of are you on the same page? I mean, whether it's children or not children, Empress card is like a wife and a mother, or it's definitely about like solid connections, and it's also about like mutually nurturing one another and growing the connection. So there may have been distrust in that department, like, is this moving ahead? Are we on the same page? Nine of Wands and the Death card, so like that's a stop. Yeah, it's something maybe to do with travel and travel for work, or some of you might actually be at a physical distance, and this would be about like banding together to make it work. Like, are we on the same page? And it's caused a block or a wall, and maybe some pain between the two of you. I mean, the World card is, yeah, accomplishment and closing out an old cycle, and I pointed that out from the very beginning. So let's just get to you, Virgo, because it's way more important, because you manifest everything. And I know people like to disagree with me because they're used to normal tarot, but I don't really care. They are you pushed out. So they are going to think and feel dominantly what you think and feel. Okay, guys, it's just truth. There's no separation between you and them. So you're not controlling them. They're not robots, but it is. It's still looking really nice, Virgo, okay? You can still get, and you can tweak whatever you want, whatever. Any sort of like guardedness between the two of you, it seems like there's a wanting to transform that. We've got Scorpio energy. I mean, for some of you, someone had an end to a job and had to like deal with all the stress over that. And so then that caused, you know, fears or like avoidance when it comes to discussing the future. I mean, in the end of the day, things are always moving. So it looks like this is like anyway closing out, and there's some kind of a coming together and banding together to actually achieve Ten of Cups, okay? So we've got Virgo, Taurus, Libra energy, Virgo, Gemini energy, Scorpio energy. All right, more importantly, Virgo, what do you want, okay? We have the Three of Wands, so you see the future with this person. But maybe there's been a bit of waiting, and so maybe this is like, again, waiting to see is the time right in terms of taking things to the next level, or you've been wondering, is this person on the same page? Let's have a look, Virgo. Yeah, Page of Wands. Also about adventure. Also, it could be, you know, the idea about like children or children playing into the equation, as I said. But this is also about, yeah, taking things in a new direction. You know, maybe also that's like about adventure and passion and inspiration, and maybe that's been lacking. you know. This can be burnout as well, guys, Ten of Swords, and with career. It doesn't always have to be like emotional, like bad endings and betrayal, okay? And I'm getting a lot here to do with like career and job and work and stuff. So let's have a look. Yeah, you see, you both have Six of Pentacles. So this is about reciprocity. This is mutual support. Also the ability to actually maybe support the relationship, like financially, or if there's a plan to have a family, or if family is playing into it, you know what I mean? Yeah, and maybe the Two of Wands is in the reverse. So like you feeling like there's a lack of plan or wanting a plan for the future. And then Four of Swords. So some of you, yeah, there's been some kind of a pause and processing and thinking about how things can be balanced and thinking about how you can achieve this balance with one another, like in terms of financially, etc. Ace of Cups, Virgo, love, okay? And then Eight of Cups is in the reverse. So look, whatever stresses or whatever things that have caused like maybe a bit of wounding or blockages, and I think that's stress, okay? You don't want to walk away from this, it seems, Virgo, and you want to reinvigorate the love, Eight of Cups, okay? But you've been maybe a little bit trying to understand, okay, well, if this person hasn't come in with a plan, you're not sure, okay? So maybe you were on the brink of feeling like, is it serving you? Okay, because of all the stress. Let's have a look. Okay, Emperor card, guys, and the Nine of Pentacles. So we've got an Empress and an Emperor. That's a divine match. Husband, father, mother, sorry, husband, wife, mother, father, or if it's not about like traditional, if that's not your bag, guys, this is just a pair, you know, and it's a very strong pair. It's a spiritual pair. The Nine of Pentacles has been concerns with the Emperor about stability, career, again, playing into it, all right? Building a foundation. So that's what I think has been the issue. And then we've got the Four of Wands in the reverse. So the issue has been about stability, house and home. Now, for some of you, if there's been separation because of travel or career, then there's been doubts about the plan to build a house and home. And for others of you, there's been issues with career. So what about marriage, children, the next phase? But this looks to me like a mutually exclusive relationship. And guys, this doesn't have to be for everyone, okay? So these readings can get very specific, and even if it is your reading and there are things you want to tweak, well, again, like I said, it's you pushed out, so whatever. It's just like a check-in, but it looks nice, Virgo. So what does this person want in the next couple of weeks? Okay, so recent, you know, taking a chance. There's something here about some kind of, you know, with this Seven of Swords and the avoidance thing, the taking a chance. Either that's because this involves, like, again, career could be playing into it, travel, work that caused trust issues between the two of you, because this also says not showing hands. So there's some trust issues between the two of you. If there's so much focus and fear around not being enough financially, and then that's like a stress, there could be this kind of dynamic between the two of you of where you feel like one's holding back, the other one's holding back, but I don't really think that it's founded. And then taking a chance would be, for some of you, that is about a move or a relocation. And for others of you, maybe it's like taking a chance because if finances have been like a stress, it's like taking a chance to take things to the next level together, because we do still have passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, burning desire. What else? Okay, we've got what's dead is dead. So that's that death card with what? Okay, with obsession and restraint, emotional block. This emotional block, guys. And that's something to do with like that Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So holding back, maybe out of fear of not being able to deliver. Again, I really think this is so like career driven or something. Okay, so we've got the self, you know, one-sided. So you both kind of also question each other, like that you're giving maybe more to the situation than the other one, because you both have Six of Pentacles. That's like the one-sided. So trying to come together. So what's dead is dead, I think, is an old pattern. Obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. You know, with setting a date. So this is something maybe also to do with like setting a date for marriage, setting a date for a plan, Two of Wands, the next phase, something like that, guys. Okay, love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Okay, so there's been a bit of holding back on the feelings and the love part, not because the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups is there, not because it wasn't there or hasn't been there. It's just that there's been a lot of this, I think, suspicion with one another because you hold back on one another saying what needs to be said. And then there's been concerns outside of the relationship to do with being able to achieve, support the connection. I mean, they're manifesting accomplishment. Let's just get one more. Okay. And then there's avoiding conversation. That's that Seven of Swords and the Nine of Wands. The conversation about the future, but then we've got love call. Okay? So, and then you've got Ace of Cups. So there's a coming back together and like, you know, working to get, exactly, guys. Love. Unconditional love. Self-love and wholeness. Affection and attraction. Selflessness. Selflessness. I think that there's been misunderstanding, just given like stress, etc. And I think that this is about coming together and actually like finding that balance and reinfusing love. And maybe there's a mutual thinking that the other one is selfish or self-absorbed. But to be honest with you guys, if you want the best possible, it's pretty good reading, but if you want like the best possible thing, if you feel like this person holds back or sometimes they seem emotionally distant or whatever, even that, guys, I don't care if you're skeptical if this channel is not for you. It is for those for whom you want it. Any other like coach is going to tell you the same thing. All you need to do is start projecting new dominant thoughts about them. They're so emotionally open, loving. They dote on me. They're vulnerable with me. Don't hold them as like they're avoidant. They're this, because that's when you go round and round and you won't get the preferable version. Okay? They do have unconditional love for you. They do want to show you affection and attraction. There is a love call. There is something about like feeling, for some of you, yeah, we could, you know, I don't like to create assumptions and limits on you guys. And again, don't anchor someone into one version. But this person has old, maybe family wounds where they hold back and they don't know how to express their emotions. But who gives a fuck, guys? Don't reselect and reselect. You'd put conditions on your manifestation. You're actually the God of your reality. There's infinite reflections of you that you can experience. So if you say no, they're very emotionally vulnerable and open just with me. They always feel safe with me. We have the perfect relation. We have great communication. We're totally on the same page. That's really all you need to do, and they will conform for you, okay? Guys, I got these affirmations for a badass cards. Some of them I like, some of them I'm like, meh. But I thought for shits and giggles we could get one for you. Let's see what Virgo needs to know. Making mistakes is, this is like another, I got this in another reading. Making mistakes is better than faking perfections. Well, Virgo, we know you're a perfectionist. You might mutually like, there's this fear of not being enough, right? The Six of Pentacles, and then the question of reciprocity and, you know, holding back and needing to show like selflessness. So you could feel like, I don't know, you know, like nothing's ever enough. And this person could also be mirroring that a little bit, like with their behaviors or something like that. So Virgo, you are perfect, okay? This person could also have a fear of making mistakes and not being enough, you know? It's a mirror thing. Start where you are, use what you... This is coming out, guys, you've seen I'm shuffling and these same cards seem to be coming out for the earth signs. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. So, guys, scrap the book on anything from before that's been undesirable and start where you are. So from a manifesting perspective, guys, for those of you for whom this reading resonates or who like my style, you can shift... Moment by moment, you're shifting, guys. So you just need to decide on like, I'm version of Virgo with this type of relationship. I'm totally loved. I'm more than enough. I am perfect. This person shows up and shows up as perfection. Our relationship is beautiful. Our communication is beautiful. Fuck what others think. Do what makes you happy. Some of you also, you might be like in a processing thing around wanting to do something different with your career. And there's so much stress on like having to please or do what others want you to do. I mean, you both could be just very like pressured. So Spirit's saying to you, fuck what others think, do what makes you happy. And then, guys, I am enough. I am me. I'm so fucking worth it. Maybe also, Virgo, you've been feeling like you've been pouring too much out. See this one-sided card that's coming out? Self-absorbed. You think this person has been self-absorbed. Again, it's one version, it's a story. And so all you need to do, Virgo, is you need to give to yourself and you need to say, I'm enough, I'm lovable, I'm deserving of having being doted on. This person is so supportive, they're so loving, they will show up and give it to you, but you need to be the version of Virgo that knows that you're worthy of that. Because you are. I am enough. I am me. I'm so fucking worth it. So also stop being so hard on yourself, and you deserve to have the love that you desire, because what you desire desires you, and they will show up and give you exactly what you want when you claim it, guys. All right, Virgo, I hope that resonated for you, and I intend that it did help some of you, and if so, you can let me know in the comments. And otherwise, I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.